Hey guys, I just want to do a quick video today just on kind of how we navigate Google Classroom. I know today in class we talked a little bit about expectations, we went through the syllabus, and just kind of general information, but I just wanted to show you how I'm going to be organizing things, where things can be found, and how you're going to be able to access those things. Now, tomorrow in class, I do want to do a little bit of a deeper dive with you just on Google Drive with how you can scan your stuff, how you can upload images into Google Drive so that it's going to be easier not only to maintain those records, to keep your notes organized, an electronic copy of it along with your homework, but also then that does make it a lot easier once it's on Drive to submit it on Google Classroom. All of your classes should pop up here, so if you click on whichever class you have me for, when you open up the class, some things up here at the top bar that are important. The Meet link, this is the thing that's always going to be there. That's what lets you click in and join in on the class. That you won't be able to do until I have it open. So if you get there early, if you have a study hall or an off period before the class actually starts, until I'm in the Google Meet, you won't be able to open it. So if you're having some issues with that, that's the case. Just be patient and refresh the page and try again. Once I'm in there, then you'll be able to get in there as well. So up at the top bar here, we've got 4 main tabs, and each one of these represents a different section that you'll go to for specific information. So by default, when you open up Classroom, it takes you to what they call the stream. This will just be for announcements. All of the actual content material, so all of the math or all of the science that I'm going to be posting, will be in the classwork tab. So on here, it'll just be announcements, so anything I'm trying to communicate with you, reminders. Now you can see my stream is empty right now because I haven't announced anything, but as I start making those announcements, it'll start filling in. Another really useful part of the stream, right over here on this left side where it says upcoming, as I start putting more assignments in there, those will fill in as different tasks that you have to do. If you click over to classwork, this is where kind of all the important information is going to get put. So I have this organized into different topics. This first one, important information, is always going to be there. It's all stuff that's just important to the class in general. And then as we continue to add stuff in here, I'll have different topics for our different sections. So for different chapters or in physics or different units, that'll be organized by unit so that it's easier to navigate as we start filling stuff in as the year goes on. But in this important information tab, the first one here, this is my office hours. So if you guys are not aware, if haven't seen the schedule yet, from 2 to 2:45 every day, your teachers are available for virtual office hours. If you're going to take advantage of that, I do ask that you just kind of give me a heads up. So if you know that you're planning on utilizing that, just shoot me an email and let me know, because I want to try and avoid as much as possible multiple people being in there for different needs. The next resource under important information is my website. So this, again, is just a link for you. This is a link to my Google site that has information, classwork, helpful links and resources. This is more for your parents than it is for you, because you are able to access everything through Google Classroom, but they are not. So this is just kind of a tool that I'll be posting all that same information out to them. There are some other resources there that you could take advantage of. Feel free to open that and take a look at it. I have a short little video at the very top of the very first page that walks you through all the different parts of my classroom. So if it's something that you're interested in or have time to look through, definitely look at it. There is a resource there as well if you go on that page, any of your individual math classes, a place where you can find the online version of the textbook. The next 2 things under important information is the syllabus. For both of them, you can see the little icon here designates what kind of post this is, what kind of material it is. So these 3, where it says Mr. Behrens office hours, my website, and then this bottom one is just material. So it just shows up as this little kind of journal with a bookmark. This third one down that just says syllabus, is homework, and it even labels it right here as homework. It shows that there's a due date for you. So that's, anytime you see that, you definitely want to look at it. That's going to be an assignment that you have to do in order to get points, and so that's where you would navigate to see those. If you click on it, it expands and gives you a description. It's got different links of resources. If there is an actual assignment like a Google Doc or Google Slides that you need to do, in this case, since this is the syllabus, here's a copy of the syllabus. here's a link for the survey that you have to do with your parents in order for me to verify, yes, that you've gone through it together. I get the contact info from your parents, that kind of stuff. So that's everything that's in there right now for classwork. Like I said before, as we start getting actual content in here, that'll start being filled in under the different chapters that they are a part of. So just be on the lookout for that. The last one that's important to you is grades. So this is something I am going to utilize because going back and forth between two different programs, my plan right now is to maintain Google Classroom always. So every day, every time something gets submitted to me when I'm at school, I'll do my grading right away and get those turned back into you. So the gradebook will be updated. And then at the end of the week, I'll just transfer those grades from Google Classroom into PowerSchools. So the last tab here, if you click on it, is your grades. You're not going to see all of this. It'll just be a summary of what your individual scores are for the individual assignments that have been created. It'll show what your overall grade is. This is going to be accurate, so I am going to be updating this regularly, and it is set up the same way that Gradebook is, so it'll be the same category weights that we talked about today on the syllabus. So that's really it for today. That's Google Classroom in a nutshell. That's all the important stuff for you. If you have any questions, make sure you have it written down somewhere, put it on a sticky note, type it up, and you can send an email to me right away. Because tomorrow, we're going to work on how you can scan and upload your homework and your notes up to Google Drive, and then how you are going to be able to use that to submit it to Google Classroom. Have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.